Hi, happy Monday. It is Monday the 10th. I don't know, the dates get popped up by my fabulous editor, so you'll know what the date is. I am currently walking home. I just went and got my nails done with a friend, which is just one of the best things about having other friends who are entrepreneurs, who are in control of their own schedule. She just got back from like a week and a half, almost 2-week vacation, and I'm about to go on vacation. And I was like, are we gonna be able to find time to see each other? And we were kind of talking about it, and I was like, I really need to get my nails done before we go, because even though I have been doing Dazzle Dry, I'm gonna be in and out of the shade. Sorry, the lighting is gonna be a mess. Even though I have been doing Dazzle Dry at home, which I love, I like to get gel for vacation because I like to not be stressed about whether it's gonna chip or last. Also, walking and vlogging right now is taking a lot out of me. We're about to get back in the shade again, so you don't have to look at my blown out face. Anyways, I like to get gel for vacation, and so we just made plans to get our nails done together. It's always way more fun to do it with somebody else. So I got a nice walk in, going to meet her, and now I'm walking home. I probably am going to stop and grab an iced coffee on my way home because we're kind of at that weird in between. Like I said, it's Monday, we're leaving Thursday for vacation. We still have some half and half at home, but you know, I'm not quite sure it's gonna last us all the way until Thursday, but I don't wanna buy any more because then it will go bad while we're gone. That predicament of like before you're going on vacation and buying things that are gonna go bad. So I think I'm gonna stop and get a nice coffee on my way home to help me power through all the things I've gotta do this evening. I'm trying to get a lot done before we leave, you know, trying to cram a whole week's worth of work into 3 days before we go on vacation. So that is my plan. I also wanted to tell you, actually, I'm gonna switch arms. My arm is tired. I wanted to tell you, I have been getting into audiobooks, which if you've been around, I have never been an audiobook person really at all. It took me a long time to even be a Kindle book person. I was pretty much exclusively paperback or like, you know, physical copy book. And then I did finally get into reading on my Kindle, borrowing books from the library, and that, like, especially fiction books. I still like to have my own copy when it's a nonfiction book, but for fiction especially, reading on my Kindle. But now I have gotten into audiobooks, and I'm starting with what a lot of people have said. I've heard a lot of people talk about that when you're doing audio, to start with like memoirs, especially memoirs that are read by the author. So I went through all of the memoirs that I had put on my Goodreads, like that I want to read. I'm like, if you don't follow me on Goodreads, if you're a reader, if you've never used Goodreads, it's awesome. I like being able to see all the books that I've read or all the books that I want to read, and I keep them, try to keep them pretty well sorted by type of book. So if I put something on my list as like a book I want to read, I also categorize it as whatever type of book it is. Is it mental health? Is it business? Is it productivity? Is it a memoir? Is it fiction? I don't categorize, I just leave it all as fiction. So I basically took my memoir list on Goodreads and compared it to the list of availability from the library and found one that was available. So I have been listening to the book Maid, like M-A-I-D, which is about, a maid is about a single mom growing up in poverty and her experience and working as a maid and all of the other things that go into being a single mom living in poverty. So it's fantastic. I don't remember who recommended it to me or how it ended up on my list, to be totally honest, but it has been very good. One of the reasons why I wanted to start, or kind of started listening to audiobooks, is that I was all caught up on my podcasts. I had no other podcasts to listen to, and I was also all caught up on my YouTube watch later folder, like totally empty. So I wanted something to listen to while I was doing like household chores and cleaning and getting ready and all kinds of stuff. And so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna give audiobooks a try, and it has actually been great. I'm like 75% of the way through this book. What I have learned is that I do have to be a little bit more thoughtful. Like, I can listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos sometimes in the background of like doing work, or doing like when it's mindless type work, or doing, there's just certain things that I could do with a podcast or a YouTube video on in the background that it's not the same with an audiobook, because if I'm not paying attention, I will get lost very quickly. So I have to be a little bit more picky about what I'm doing while I'm listening to the audiobooks, but I still have been able to make a lot of progress on it. And I'm assuming that when the baby comes, there will be more stuff that falls into that category, like more laundry, more dishes, you know, etc. So anyways, that has been good. So that is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my walk. And I'm hoping to finish this book I don't know, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I hope to finish it before my trip, but it doesn't matter because the audio, it's on my phone. And I have another one already ready to go that I've gotten from the library. And then I also have a bunch on hold. All right, so here's just a check-in of how my day is going so far. I went and got my nails done. And then this is what I've powered through work-wise. I've gotten through 6 Pomodoro cycles, and now I'm gonna take a break. And well, first off, I'm gonna do the packing list. We're gonna do that together. And then I'm gonna do some cleanup stuff. And then I'm actually gonna shower. I probably should have not been gross and showered as soon as I got back from walking because it is warm out today. And so this like 30-minute walk home I was very sweaty, but I had my coffee and I just wanted to power through some work. So I did a bunch of work. And now that I haven't showered yet, I'm gonna do some cleaning, tidying before I shower. It is almost 3:40. So I am going to do the pack list, do some tidying, shower, and then I should be able to do like an hour, like 2 more Pomodoros before the call for the community that starts at 6. But let's go and do the packing list. I had it on my list to do last week, then on my list to do over the weekend, and I still didn't get to it. I actually did a whole video last year on like how I prepare for travel that I feel like is still, oh, there's my last Pomodoro telling me I'm done. I still feel like that video is still pretty up to date on what I do. But anyways, so I talk about it in that video. I will do this packing list before, and then I will start to throw stuff into a suitcase before, like the days leading up. I haven't done that this time. It just hasn't been a priority. So let's go ahead and get this all planned out. I did create this myself. No, I'm not planning to share it. There's a number of reasons behind that. So I know I get that question every time I share it, but this is something that I created just for myself. You're welcome to steal the idea and create something. I just literally made this in Word. So at the top, I've got sections for all the days that we're gonna be gone, and then all the outfits. I also have a version that's got 2 rows of this if we're gonna be gone for more than 1 week. This trip is a little bit different though, because we don't have anything planned. In case I didn't mention it, or like, I don't know, it's not clear with the timing, we are going on our baby moon. That's where we're traveling. It's our last trip that we're going on. Well, Sam actually has one other trip. It's my last trip before the baby comes. And we are going to an island, a tropical island, where we have nothing planned. Literally, we have a hotel and a flight, and that is it. And I am very much looking forward to that. Depending on how Sam is feeling, he is taking a big exam tomorrow. I know I've mentioned that in a few vlogs so far. So depending on how he's feeling, he might decide to go adventure. I might join him. We'll see. I also won't mind if I do not adventure. So starting with Thursday, obviously I need a travel outfit. And then same thing with Tuesday coming home is a travel outfit. And then I think instead of planning out by the days, I am just going to kind of list out 2 swimsuits plus a cover up, although I don't really know if I have a cover up that fits me right now, but cover up. And then, so we have there's 5 nights there. I'm gonna put 5 sundresses. I'm trying to think if I have 5 sundresses that fit me. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna pack basically as many sundresses as that fit me. And then I'm gonna pack like my 1 pair of shorts. There's a pair of Old Navy linen shorts that I love, that I have had the khaki and the black for years. And I just went ahead and bought the denim. They're linen, but they look like denim, you know what I mean? In the next size up. So those are the only shorts I have right now that really fit comfortably. The khaki and the black ones I have in my actual size, they're so loose that they do fit, but they're not comfortable. And then I'm gonna pack like 2 of my maternity t-shirts from Target. And then I think that's it. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna pack like workout clothes. I typically do on vacation, and then sometimes I use them and sometimes I don't, to be totally honest. I think the answer for this trip is just gonna be no. I just wanna rest. So normally if I'm going on a vacation that's got plans, I will list out per day. That's not how this trip is panning out. And then I will take a highlighter and I'm gonna go highlight all the things that I know I wanna take. My phone charger, I am not gonna take my laptop, not gonna take my camera, my watch charger, AirPods. I'm gonna take my other headphone. Oh, you know what? I didn't wanna take my laptop because I don't want it, but I do kind of want to edit the podcast episodes with my sister on the plane. But then I have to carry my laptop around. Okay, that's a maybe. I'm just gonna put a question mark there. The other reason I would bring my regular headphones is to go with my laptop, but also sometimes I like to make sure I pack regular headphones in case the plane has like a TV that you wanna plug regular headphones into. I don't need my iPad for any reason, and then this is my backup battery. I will take that. Jewelry, I'm not even gonna really bother. Purse, yes, I'm gonna take like a small purse. I'm also gonna take a beach bag. I know sometimes these like beach hotels will give you one, but just in case. Yes, I will pack my glasses. I will pack my sunglasses, definitely a hat. Vitamins for sure. I'm not gonna bring coffee. AM routine stuff, I'm not gonna bring anything. Sometimes I will bring like a journal or something. Again, it really depends on the vacation. This one I'm not. Pill box for sure, and also extra Tums, because my pill box only holds like, I'm about to say only in front of this number. I think it's like 10 Tums fit in there. And on a normal trip, that would be more than enough to suffice. It's not right now. I guess we'll take my umbrella just in case. Books for sure. Planner, no. My cup, this is my water cup. I definitely want to take that. All right, in terms of toiletries, micellar water, face wash. I don't need AM serum, moisturizer, face sunscreen, body sunscreen. This one, like, probably ×2. Makeup remover. Yes, yes. Yes, I'm not gonna bother with these. Deodorant, not gonna bother with that. I'm assuming the hotel is gonna have sufficient for what I need. Take this, don't need to worry about my nails because got the gel. I'm gonna take this, don't need that. This is a question mark because normally I take my curling iron to do my hair. I really don't think I will end up doing my hair. Like I think if I'm just gonna get it wet. If we do end up going somewhere, like for dinner or whatever, I will either pull it back or like let it air dry. But then like, what if I want it and I don't have it? Which also reminds me, I need to look up adapter. Is this like, because we're going to an island that I can't off the top of my head right now think about who actually owns this island, like what other country. But it's not the US, so it's probably not what I need it to be. I will take some makeup, hair styling products. I haven't been wearing perfume. Okay, and then in terms of outfits, tops, bottoms, yes, dresses. I guess I will bring one sweater. Actually, you know what I'm gonna bring? I'm gonna bring my jean jacket. Just in case it gets chilly. I don't think it's going to, looking at the weather. My mom got me this cute jean jacket from Kohl's that says mama on the back. Not workout clothes, flip-flops for sure. I don't need to bring like, this is if I'm gonna do some sort of workout type shoes. I will wear my sneakers on the plane. I don't need dress shoes. I definitely need that. Yes, 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 yes. Travel, we definitely need our passport. We'll take my travel pillow. I'm not gonna take my eye mask. To do, definitely need to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. This might be Sam. I might ask him to do this tomorrow. I mean, on Wednesday. He actually, so today's Monday. His test is tomorrow, which is Tuesday. Wednesday, he has taken off to just like relax from the test and also pack, get a haircut, you know, whatever, all the preparations for the trip. So that might be on his Wednesday to-do list. And then we leave on Thursday. So there is my pack list. I wanted to get this made because one of the tidy things that I am gonna do, the bedroom, I have a pile of clean laundry that I haven't messed with in a few days. And so I'm gonna start throwing stuff in the suitcase from that pile. He passed. It is Tuesday, July 11th, and Sam officially is a certified financial planner. He has been working in the industry for over 6 years and studying for this particular certification for a year-ish, but I'm just so freaking proud of him. He has been working so hard, especially the last like 2 months really studying for the test today. And he's been working on this certification for like a year. There were like 6 or 7 tests he had to take along the way for different sections, and then this final one was like the culmination of all the sections together. It was like a 6-hour test, and he passed. So I'm all dressed up because we are going out to celebrate. We're going out to a nice dinner tonight, and I'm just so excited to celebrate him. Before we leave though, well, it's dark now that I am not facing the window anymore. Where's my face? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna walk down this ginormous hallway of our apartment. Charlie. And I'm gonna show you the living room updates. I could have done this yesterday because we worked on them over the weekend. Okay, we is a generous statement. Sam was studying, obviously. It was me and my mom who went and got all of this stuff. So I'm gonna turn you around. I did just put my shoes on, so I can't actually walk on the rug, or I'm not gonna walk on the rug. Taking my shoes on and off right now is an effort. Okay, so ignore the fact that the ottoman is literally covered in cat fur. I have not tackled that yet. Charlie is obsessed with it, clearly, and it is covered in her fur. So one of the big things we got was this rug, which is from Costco, that I absolutely love. It's perfect. We got the ottoman a while ago, but the ottoman was slipping all over the place without the rug, so it was kind of useless and annoying, and now it's actually useful. And then the couch we have had for a while. We bought that off of a family member when we moved here. So we have had the couch for a while, but now it finally feels useful. We got throw pillows that I still haven't taken the tags off of. These are just like navy with the geometric pattern. These are from Home Goods. And then the ottoman I can link is, if you're, I don't know why you, if you're also looking for a blue square shaped ottoman, that is, there's storage on the inside. That's where we have all of our blankets. That I got online, I think Home Depot. Rug is Costco, pillows are Home Goods. And then I can't get closer physically, but we got this little side table over there that is mostly, I haven't messed with it yet, for Sam's PS5. You can see it sitting on the floor over there by itself. So we need the, I guess if I move over here, you can see that we're gonna put the PS5 on the little shelf. And then we got this lamp for that corner, which I also haven't taken the tags off of yet. These little like tables my mom had in storage, and she gave them to us to use to eat until we had gotten our dining room table. And now that we have a dining room table, and then our living room is a living room now and not also where we eat, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put those. I did use them for the setup when my sister and I were doing our podcast. So I may just stick them in the closet in my office. And then if we ever need them for something out here, we can pull them out. I can't remember if I ever showed the dining room table. Like if I did, it may have been in a day in the life vlog that went up real time. I don't know. I don't know if I remembered. So this is the rest of our living room. I know I get asked all the time to do an apartment tour. For safety purposes and comfort level purposes, I'm not gonna do a whole tour. I'm showing snippets of rooms. My office, I'm very comfortable sharing. You know, I've been sharing the nursery. But here is the dining room table, and then we also have a keyboard in the corner that was Sam's keyboard growing up. And when we went, sorry, the lighting is all funky now. When we went to Houston for Passover, we drove back because there was a bunch of stuff that we had at both of my sets of in-laws houses down there that we had told them that after we moved and had a bigger space, we would take. A lot of it was like Sam's like childhood type stuff, memories and whatnot. My wedding dress was down there, our ketubah was down there, and then the keyboard, which we really wanted. So that was worth the drive home from Houston, was to get that keyboard. Let's be honest. How many times have either of us played it since we brought it back? Very little. I think I sat down once. I think Sam has sat down maybe twice, but someday we will use it. Hi, it is Wednesday. I am just about to go live, but I just had a random thought that I wanted to share, which is kind of what vlogs are, especially when I do the weekly vlogs. It's very much sporadic about what I share. I had another PT session this morning, which was fantastic. I'm so glad that I started doing that again. I mean, I really enjoyed PT when I went for my ankle, even though I was going actually because I had an injury, and this one is just more like pain management. But they said like it is really common that people come in while pregnant to get support for things. And even if I wanted to continue postpartum, they would do that too, which is kind of like, maybe not right away, but I just feel like, first off, it's like a 10-ish minute walk from my apartment. So it's like a built-in 20-minute walk there and back. And it's just, I don't know. It's like that built-in movement, like forcing me to get movement into my day, I think is really beneficial. But anyway, that was not the random thought I came on here to share. I just got done doing the thumbnail for the live, and in one of the prior vlogs, I showed all the updates to the office, which you can't really tell from this angle. Well, I guess if I move, there's the chair. But the rug, I can't, this is as far back as I can go with the rug, like not hitting, like the chair not hitting the rug, which for most videos, this is like about the angle that I do. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Although I'm pushing on it a little bit. But for the lives, I usually scoot further back when I take the thumbnail just to get more of the background in it. But, oh well, it is what it is. Literally super random. Okay, you might be able to see it in my eyes. I am so sleepy today, and I don't know why. I know what could be the possibility, but I just am like, I'm dragging, and it's like 4 o'clock. So I just got off a one-on-one call. I have like 2 more work things I need to do, another one-on-one call, and then I need to pack. Like there's still so much to get done. I always tell myself like in the future, I'm gonna give myself more of a buffer before going on vacation, and then I never do it because I feel like I need to cram in everything before I leave. Let me know if you can relate. And I feel a little nauseous. Anyways, part of me is like, do I go take a power nap? Do I just power through and go to bed early, which is what I want to be able to do because our flight is at 7 tomorrow, which means we have to get up pretty early. And it's international, so we need to get to the airport even earlier. And it's just like, if I take a power nap or like have another cup of coffee, am I going to regret that when I'm trying to fall asleep at like a reasonable time? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. But right now I'm just dragging and like trying to think about all the things I've got to get done. I don't want to do them. Anyway. There was no point to this clip other than me talking through it, hoping something was gonna come of it. And sometimes I get like a light bulb moment while I'm talking to you, and no, it didn't really happen. So anyway, that's how I'm feeling. All right, Charlie's asleep on a nearby chair, and I might regret not kicking her out because normally when I'm doing like, when I'm filming a top-down video, she thinks that she needs to come be in the video. But I also try to be a little bit more real life on vlogs and not so like rigid. Like if I was filming a true plan with me, not just like a plan with me segment of a vlog, I would for sure have made her leave. But I figured I would bring you along to plan my week. I'm still not quite done with work today. So just to catch you up from my last like almost complaining, which I didn't mean for it to sound that way, clip. Oh, I'm out of breath from literally walking down the apartment. I decided not to nap, but instead of working, which is what I was gonna do, here's a snapshot of my daily plan, between those two calls, I also didn't do this between these two calls. I don't even know what I did there. Okay, anyway, I decided to start packing. So I made some good progress on packing, which I'll show you after the call is over. But actually, I did this, it just didn't take me a full task block, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna plan my week. Well, I've done the planning part on my Google Cal and my spreadsheet with all my task blocks and all those things. I've shown the whole process in videos before, but now I'm gonna do the actual like planning portion that I can show, the paper and pen portion. Wow, talking is hard today, y'all. So I'm gonna get that done. Hopefully, well, it's now 5:45 before this one-on-one call at 6. Then I will do the live recap. Then I will go finish packing. And all of these other little small things that I need to check off. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get this week planned out. So I went ahead and wrote AM routine and PM routine across the whole top, which at this point I was like, I'm not gonna do it Monday and Tuesday. Monday is the last day of our vacation and Tuesday we're flying home, but I decided to just go ahead and have it all the way across. So I'm gonna leave Monday and Tuesday totally blank, and then we are gonna move into Wednesday and beyond, to infinity and beyond. Okay. I'm like in a kind of loopy, delirious mood. So first off, I have a doctor's appointment because now doctor's appointments are every 2 weeks. So I scheduled that one for like as soon as I got back. And then I'm gonna be kind of rushing to get home for the live, which means I'm probably gonna have to, now that I think about it, get ready. Normally I just like get up and change out of my pajamas and go to the doctor, you know. But also normally my doctor's appointments are like with an 8 or a 9 o'clock start, not a 10 o'clock start. So I will for sure get ready. Wednesday is like, oh, I'm trying to squeeze it all back in on that first day back from vacation, which in retrospect is probably not the greatest idea, but it is what it is. So we will start at the doctor. I like to, like the things that are timed, I like to draw this little box so that it is like a little bit more clear. I should start doing that maybe with the one-on-one calls so I can see those. Well, but then the other thing that I do is if it's a to-do item that like doesn't have to get done, I use the dot marker, so maybe it's still fine. So then I have a one-on-one call at 1:30 and then another one 2:30. Then I'm gonna try to squeeze in 4 things in between here. That's gonna be tight. One of those though is prepping the call, which normally I would not, like I don't wanna prep the call that close to the call, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna try to do this one either between the calls, depending on how long this call takes, here and between this, or here, like if I can make that happen. And then my normal communication routine, which now that I'm looking at it, I've only scheduled for a half hour. After being out of town, I probably am gonna need more than that, but it is what it is. The recap of the live, which is the step I haven't done today. And then I kind of am writing these in terms of priority, and then updating the community list is last on that list. Then one of the things I'm trying this month, and I talked about it, I mean, this vlog is going up way past when I'm actually filming it, but one of the things I'm doing for July is actually having my workouts scheduled into my calendar, as opposed to just doing them the days that I felt like them. So I've been writing those just kind of here at the top. So on Thursday, I'm gonna do a strength workout. And then on Thursday, we might be going on the boat. So right now I have the entire day of Thursday blocked off. I know I've explained the concept of the boat before. We had the day that we had the boat when we had family in town, the weather was gross. And so like the only day I've gotten to go was that one like impromptu day that my mom grabbed. And we only went for like an hour, 2 hours maybe. And I haven't been on a daytime yet. I haven't either had something going on or the weather hasn't panned out. And so I decided one of the benefits of working for myself, even though I'm on vacation earlier in the week, is that I can go. If I want to go, I can make it work. So what I did instead was I blocked off Thursday. That way, if the weather is nice and we're going on the boat during the day, I'm gonna go. I might work a little bit on either end of it. It kind of depends on what time my family decides that we're leaving and what time I get up, as well as how I feel when we get back. I didn't schedule anything. That way, if I'm tired when we get back, I'm tired and I'm just done. Obviously, normally after the boat, I would have been drinking, and so there would have been no work. That's not the case, but it might just be exhaustion. What I'm doing instead is I'm gonna work on Saturday. That's how I'm gonna make up for that. So anyways, let's keep moving, because Friday is also gonna be kind of a light day, unfortunately. So I have a PT appointment at 10:30. And then at some point, I need my mom to come over and dye my hair. And then I'm gonna try to do 2 work-related things, which is content planning and my communication routine. I know I've explained this before, but what I have space to write on this pad is so much smaller than what I actually end up having space for. So I've been rewriting content a lot on this, and to other people, it might look like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I'm working on my maternity leave content. That's what this is. Right now I'm in the planning phase of it, and then August will be kind of execution phase. It's gonna be like repetitive over and over again. And then we have maternity photos at, not sunset, but golden hour. We haven't quite nailed down the exact time. But then I obviously will have to get ready before then. So I'm very excited about that. And then on Saturday, I'm treating Saturday like a work day, since I am gone earlier in the week and also potentially taking all of Thursday off. So I'm gonna do 3 things on Saturday. Same thing, more content planning, another batch of my communication, and then plan next week. So one of the things, and then that's it. I don't have any other plans on Saturday or Sunday. My sister and I are gonna try and do more podcast episodes one of the days, but she is getting back to me with her schedule. I think she said Sunday is better for her. Sunday is also our brother's birthday, so it kind of also depends on what he decides he wants to do. Are we going to dinner on Saturday? Are we doing something on Sunday? He is not a planner, so I am just gonna wait until I hear from him on what we're gonna do. So I have been doing this part of the plan first. That way when I do the HB90 page setup, I can put things more in order. Now, I'm always gonna color coordinate. I'm always gonna like put like colors together. So I'm gonna do, this color is going to be calls, like regardless of the order of them. So I only have 2 next week because a couple of my one-on-one clients finished up and a couple are on vacation. And then normally I go into the recurring and do the pink, but I actually think I'm gonna do this, partially because I feel like the colors look better in that order. Then also partially putting this at the top to remind me to not put it off. This week, I was very guilty of like, oh, I need to prioritize other stuff and it's not a time sensitive thing. And like, it's not, but I need to start prioritizing it and not just letting it fall to the wayside. So I have 10 blocks set aside for that. And I would like to get all of those check marks in and spend 10 blocks, because I'm not gonna finish it in 10 blocks because it's gonna continue to take time. So, but I wanna spend 10 task blocks on it next week. But then the hot pink, which is my recurring tasks, these I can do in like the approximate order of the schedule. That way they kind of flow, if that makes sense. I used to do them in the order that I have them on my like calculator spreadsheet, which works too, but I like them being more in like the week order. Okay, there are only 5 recurring tasks. Looks like it looks like next week is a light week because, I mean, it is, but it is what it is. Okay, so the first thing is the live and then the community call, which because next week is a power hour, only gets 5 because I only need 1 to plan for that call. And then my communication. Actually, I'm gonna do the communication at the bottom. So we'll do the community list here. Did I give that 1 or 2? Some weeks I give it 1, some weeks I give it 2, because some weeks I do more things than others. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna do communication routine here. And then plan next week is last. And that is all that I have planned for next week when I get back. But I'm glad that I have the week all planned out and ready to go before I head out on vacation. All right, I'm officially done with work. I wanted to do some like clip of me shutting the laptop to say that I'm done, but I've got 18 minutes left of footage uploading to Google for my editor. So we will do the ceremonial move of the last sticky note, and now the sticky note is empty, which means I can actually go ahead. I'm gonna set up the sticky notes for next week, like all the planning that I just did and showed you in the last clip. I'm gonna go ahead and move the sticky notes over. All right, office is all tidy. I just need to wait for the things to finish uploading, and then I will close the laptop and be done in that room. Now it's time to tackle this. So these are the piles that I made earlier when I was working on packing. There's Sam's piles over there. Since I'm gonna pack in 2 suitcases, I can't remember if I said this in this vlog. I know I've said it in prior vlogs before, where typically what we'll do if we can't both fit into a carry-on is we'll do 1 checked and 1 carry-on because we gotta pay for checked bags, but then I can take full-size sunscreen. I think I did mention this when I was working on the packing list. Okay, whatever. So Sam has just laid his stuff out so that I can strategically put things in the right suitcases and not go over weight limits, etc. So now what I'm gonna start doing is checking off compared to my piles to my list, grab other things that I need. And then once the list is in good shape, except for the toiletries, I'm gonna finish with the piles in here first. Then once the list is in good shape, then I will put everything into the suitcases and then I will move on to the toiletries. Okay. Also, I've moved on to a new audiobook. I don't think I mentioned that in the vlog, but I remember talking about them on Monday. I finished the one I was reading and I just moved on to a new one. All right, I'm sitting on the bed. That's probably a mistake. I'm very tired. Okay, so everything, here, let me flip you around 1 second, is in the suitcases. Yay. We still have more than enough room. I knew we could fit into 2 carry-ons. Again, the biggest reason I'm checking a bag is so we can take full-size sunscreens. Maybe I never did. Maybe I didn't actually talk about that, y'all. I can't remember anything nowadays. Full-size sunscreens. I also have a bunch of snacks that I want to take because I heard that like the food and grocery stuff down there from a friend who just went for their baby moon was very expensive. So I bought a bunch of snacks to have in the room. So I have those in one of the suitcases too. So I mean, it's nice not to feel like we're crammed in, but my logic was the amount that I'm saving on snacks down there, as well as if we ran out of sunscreen, if I just had travel sized sunscreens, the amount that we would pay for those, we might as well pay for the checked bag. So that, everything is in there except my toiletry bag. And then Sam didn't lay out a hat, so I like grabbed his pile of hats and put them on the bed, and I'm gonna have him pick one to put in there. And then I have these 2 sundresses that are not maternity that when I like go to put my pajamas on, I'm gonna try them on and see how they feel. And if they still work kind of more as a cover up, even if they're a little short, I'm gonna pack 1 or both of those. Cause most of the sundresses I have that are maternity aren't really cover ups. They're more just like, they're a little bit more fitted, which is, it works, it's fine. And then I've gotta finish the toiletries. But Sam is on his way back. He went to go grab dessert because we both have big sweet tooths and need a dessert after dinner. Ooh, it's bright in here. All right, I had to change the battery in my camera, which brought me back into the office, which is fine because the uploads are complete. So here we go, ceremonial closing of the laptop to go on vacation, pushing everything to the side. Here's what's left of my situation here. I originally on the pack list had said I wasn't going to bring my iPad, but I actually think I am in case we want to watch movies and stuff in the room. I don't know if the TVs are like smart TVs, so if we ever want to watch like Netflix or something, it's nice to have this because neither of us are bringing our laptops. This is what I'll put my chargers in. I still need to trim the last of Charlie's nails, so she has nice short nails for my mom who's taking care of her, and then a couple other little things left, but basically done. So I am going to, actually before we close out, I'm going to give you a quick shot of the cute sleeping kitty. You have been sleeping in that spot since I told them, which was what time, y'all? 5:45, And it is now almost 8 o'clock. You have not moved in 2.5 hours. Silly kitty. Silly girl. Okay, whoa, that's extra bright. I am going to, I shouldn't have sat down because this is not going to, I'm gonna have to get back up. Okay, I'm gonna close up the vlog here. I will probably share highlights, etc., clips, videos, photos, whatever from our trip as part of next week's vlog. When I kick it off, I'll recap the trip. Oh, now you get up because you wanna come sit on my lap. Yeah, I do, Mom. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every week focused on helping you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for watching. Say bye, kitty.